With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts. At Sports Zone, our state-of-the-art indoor facility features 2 batting cages equipped with pitching machines and Rapsodo technology, giving athletes the tools they need to elevate their game. We also have indoor soccer fields perfect for sports practices, leagues, private training sessions, and birthday parties. When it's time to take things outside, enjoy our 2 turf baseball fields complete with outdoor batting cages and bullpens. Whether you're training, competing, or just looking to get better every day, Sports Zone is the place to do it. Go to our website at sportszone.statstack.io or contact us at 412-313-4295 to rent out our facilities today. Welcome to Sports Zone, your premier destination for year-round training and competition. Here at Crowell Interiors in Malvern, we're your local one-stop shop for flooring, furniture, cabinetry, countertops, and home decor, carrying trusted brands like Lazy Boy, Mohawk, Shaw, Lancer, Birch, Cambria, and many more. Visit us at 403 North Reed Avenue in Malvern or give us a call at 330-863-2553. Family owned and operated since 1994, we focus on delivering quality and genuine services so you can love your home today and tomorrow. No quit in your pain? Then step up your game at D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture. We combine gentle chiropractic care and proven acupuncture treatments to help you feel better the natural way. Stop by our office at 1164 Alliance Road Northwest in Minerva or give us a call at 330-868-2117. D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture, a proud supporter of Minerva Athletics. The Minerva Athletic Boosters Club is dedicated to supporting the needs of the Minerva Athletic Department and all varsity sports teams. We also assist our middle school teams and work year-round to raise funds that directly benefit our athletes. Whether it be providing new uniforms for varsity and middle school teams or providing scholarships for our athletes as they move on to their next chapter, we do a lot to help support our beloved Minerva Lions. Join us for our major events such as our reverse raffle in September, Super Bowl squares in February, or our St. Patrick's Day dance in March, or join us for any of our 9 meetings this year starting in September and running monthly through May at 6 p.m. at the high school library. We invite you to attend a meeting or event and see how you can make a difference for our athletes. Go Lions!
Field number 0, Lincoln Reese. At shortstop, number 30, Charlie Icky. At first base, number 14, Jackson Ganny. At third base, number 10, Parker Woods. In right field, number 2, Trevin Wilkes. Designated hitter, number 15, Cone Hendershot. And he is batting for the pitcher, number 12, Brody Bagara. Now, if you'll please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove. Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Smacked into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
And there's another one. It's back to back Jags for KSU Tuscarawas. Needs a point, and it's alive. Hanson pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
It is time for a massive Eastern Buckeye Conference matchup at Alliance High School in Alliance, Ohio. It's the number 1 team in the conference, the Alliance Aviators, and the number 2 team in the conference, the Minerva Lions, as you are watching OHSAA Baseball on SmeeSports, presented by the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. Hello friends, Nathan, Smee, and Graham Warrior on the call for you this afternoon live from Alliance High School. It's go time for the Aviators. 6 games up, 6 games down, 6-0 in the conference. A chance to make it 7-0 today and then tomorrow. Unless Marlington loses, at least a chance to win a share of the EBC.
Yeah, a share would be great, but I think this team's just ready to win it outright, and they are on the track to do so as of right now. It's win or go home, and they're going to win.
And I'll tell you what, some people talked to me about what we had on our Instagram post today saying they're fighting for at least a share of the conference. They said there is no sharing in Alliance, Ohio. They do not want to share. But of course, Alliance's offense, they'll have to go up against arguably the best pitcher in the league today, Braden Wood. How do you break down a pitcher whose nickname is B-Dub for the fact that he wins games?
I just do what you're normally doing and just keep going. I'm not the biggest baseball guy here, so it's kind of hard for me to accurately depict everything, but I'm doing my best here, and we'll see it.
And I feel like there is some real good truth in there. It doesn't take a genius to say, do what you've done so far that has gotten you to this point. And I feel like that is a very fair saying here. And on the mound today, a lot of us thought it was going to be D'Angelo Fisk, a big reason why he was on our preview graphic today. In the end, it is Brody Bugera, and his first pitch is in the dirt. But a bold move to go to your number 2, of course, it's typically the rotation of Bugera and Fisk. But typically, D'Lo gets the nod first in conference play. But today, they switch it up in a really big game.
Now, there's not even a question. We will see Fisk later on.
And there is Ganny putting away Frazier for out number 1. But we'll see him either tomorrow or Thursday, of course, just depending on what happens tomorrow with the weather.
Yeah, as it's looking right now, they're not playing tomorrow.
I'd be shocked if there's a game tomorrow. I really would be. But you never know. This is Northeast Ohio after all, so anything can happen. I know a couple of weeks ago for that West Branch game, it was raining up until 4 o'clock, and then by the time we got underway, it was beautiful outside. First pitch high for ball 1 to Colton Almasy. And Almasy so far on the year batting .333, 11 RBIs, 3 doubles, and 4 stolen bases. And he has missed a total of 1 game, played in 14 of the 15. But Alliance, after a rocky game on Thursday night at Canal Park, only getting 2 hits. Their offense responded the last 2 games, 13-2 and 8-2 over Akron Ellet and Youngstown Ursuline, both on the road.
Yeah, nice little comeback there, and they're probably going to keep it up tonight.
Ground ball over towards second. It's D'Angelo Fisk, and his throw to 1 is true. It's 2 up, 2 down. And this Alliance defense continues to impress. A lot of great plays. And if you could shut down the Minerva offense by making the simple plays, it'll make your job easier late on into the game when, of course, once again, you could be in a spot that you need your first run in the 5th inning because of how good Braden Wood is on the mound.
Yeah.
Of course, we'll see him very soon, but not yet. Well, in one sense, not yet. We won't see him on the mound, but we'll see him in the batter's box as here he comes with Brennan Barnes now on first. One of those weird ones where we're not seeing him quite yet, but you know what? In another capacity, we are. But B-Dub so far on the year batting .298, 10 RBIs, 4 doubles, 1 triple. The key stat, 2 home runs, including a big one in conference play at Marlington a few weeks ago. And he will take ball 1. But he is such a dangerous player all the way around. He, of course, has the power. His pitching, that is still his strong suit, and a lot of these Aviators have played summer ball with him in the past. I'm sure they can attest to that as well.
they can probably attest to it on both sides, even just playing against him here, more than likely.
He is definitely a guy that you need to silence early on. Kind of want a good response from Brody Bugera. Entering play tonight, Brody, a 5.34 ERA in just under 20 innings of work. The big thing for Bugs, his confidence has really shown over the past couple of weeks in EBC play. And he will force a pop-up, and it will just get by him. And there is no play at first. But that's a play that B-Dub wouldn't necessarily approve of in the batter's box. But it'll get the job done, and it gives him a chance to pitch with a lead.
Yeah,
Number 10.
that's all you can hope for, really.
And now they'll bring up Caden Candle, but going back to Bugera, he is not a guy that typically makes a play like that. I love the effort. It's a tough one to say, let it drop and let your first baseman make a play on it on a big stretch, but maybe that could have been the better option there. Definitely a tough spot now, 2 down, but Candle, plenty of pressure on him as Davis catches the tip. So far in the year, Candle batting .256. In most cases, a base hit scores a run, but from what we've seen from KB, Lincoln Reese, and Trevin Wilkes in the outfield, that is never a guarantee. And again, it's a foul tip caught by Davis. 0-2 count on Candle with Cole Civey in the on-deck circle. The freshman, a great start to the season. The 0-2, it will just miss. A very competitive 0-2 pitch for Bugera this season as well, trying to get that walk to K ratio positive right now. 15 walks, 12 punch outs. And it will stay that way for the time being. Count now 2-2. Minerva struggling as of late, losing their last 3 games, now 7-8 on the year. The errors, that is what has killed them, as we saw it last Monday. 7 errors in the loss to Manchester. The 2-2 high, and we are full. This is a spot for Bugera that he has to battle back in to get the job done. This is far from a gimme out, and again, it started 0-2. Payoff pitch, a fly ball sent into the sky off towards the right side. Ganny has it at first, and he will make the grab to retire the side. A high hanger off towards the right side, but in the end, the Aviator defense comes away with a big third out. Middle of 1 in Alliance, no score on SmeeSports.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts. At Sports Zone, our state-of-the-art indoor facility features 2 batting cages equipped with pitching machines and Rapsodo technology, giving athletes the tools they need to elevate their game. We also have indoor soccer fields perfect for sports practices, leagues, private training sessions, and birthday parties. When it's time to take things outside, enjoy our 2 turf baseball fields complete with outdoor batting cages and bullpens. Whether you're training, competing, or just looking to get better every day, Sports Zone is the place to do it. Go to our website at sportzone.statstack.io or contact us at 412-313-4295 to rent out our facilities today. Welcome to Sports Zone, your premier destination for year-round training and competition.
Welcome back to Alliance High School for the bottom of the first inning. On the mound, as we said, Braden Wood. B-Dub getting the nod today. Graham, how big of a role does he play here against a really strong Aviator offense that is averaging 7 runs a night?
Massive role. It's basically all going to come down to him at the end of the day. If he's going to pitch a good game, then it's going to put the Aviators in a tough spot. And alternatively, if he is even like semi-mediocre, it's going to turn around real quick.
And we saw that aspect of his game last time out against Marlington. 6 runs allowed, 5 of which were earned. But that was enough still for Minerva to walk away with the win. And I don't know if that's what we expected just based on the stats. However, he had to throw 109 pitches to get the job done in that game. If he's in the 100s today, it's not going to end well, in my opinion. It'll be D'Lo stepping in to lead things off as he will take strike 1. But you're looking at arguably the best pitcher in the conference entering play today. 32 innings of work, 6 earned runs, 13 walks to 41 strikeouts, and a .31 ERA. And that ball was hit right towards Coach Hart in the dugouts. And the interesting thing about Coach Hart, of course, a longtime Minerva great on the basketball end, he's in stint number 2 as the head coach, after retiring once. But now, he's coaching 2 sports, this one as an assistant. It's not often you see that, especially at the high school level. The 0-2 misses wide. Of course, he does have plenty of basketball players on this baseball roster, which I'm sure does help him get through to those guys when Coach Richardson can't.
Yeah. We'll see how that really looks today.
A lot of it is going to be staying confident as a group. This Minerva team has been hit by the air bug so many times this season. If they could play clean baseball today, they are in a tremendous spot to walk out of here with a big conference win. The 1-2 in the dirt. But this Alliance offense has really become a great unit over the past couple of games. Louisville aside, they have played a couple of really good weeks of baseball. The 2-2 Fisk, a liner into center field and down. Exactly what the doctor ordered on the 2-2 pitch for D'Angelo Fisk.
Now batting.
And the leadoff man is aboard, and that'll set up KB.
Cam Burton.
This Alliance team, they love bunting. Is this where small ball comes into effect?
In a game like this, probably, because Minerva does have a little bit more of that defensive side. You're going to have to.
And I would agree. We talked about it. Manchester, they made Minerva throw the ball around the yard, and it worked. Well, Graham, you're right. There's the bunt. I think you know more than you're giving yourself credit for.
Maybe I do.
You have the Tony Romo crystal ball. Counts it at 0-1 on Cam Burton, of course, a 3-sport athlete at Alliance playing football, basketball, and baseball. Throw back to Juan, close but not in time. And for a righty, that is a really solid pickup move. Of course, a lefty, you got that direct line of sight. There, the hot move, one of the more common moves taught to pitchers. Bunt again shown and again fouled back. KB in a pickle, quickly down 0-2 in the counts. What makes B-Dub such a tough pitcher to break down as well, at least what we're seeing so far, is how quick he can get 2 strikes. So far, 2 for 2 on getting back-to-back strikes.
I think that's also just Burton refusing to fully swing. He's just only going for bunts on these.
I think a lot of that goes down to what Graff is going to call at third base. He loves the bunt. The whole conference knows it, and they play against it. 0-2 is high. They will back pick down to 1. Credit to Jason Sivvy. Nearly had him there. And the key, I would say, for Minerva, outside of just getting some hits and playing strong defense, if Jason Sivvy can do some damage throwing out runners and stay confident, this is a new game. A chopper up the middle. This could be 2. They will tag D'Lo, and it's Parker Linkus all by himself. 2 down. Here at SmeeSports, that's why we love Parker Linkus. How about it?
Bo Davis.
That was... I don't even know what to say there.
Now, for those who watched last Monday, that's exactly what he did last time, and it nearly cost him 2 outs. This time, he gets the job done. It's a risky play, a very risky play in the end, but the fact that he even got that tag out and then the throw to 1, I'm impressed.
That entire time, though, D'Lo was just keeping them on their toes, just consistently trying just to get that steal.
It's a team that has really focused and has done their homework. That's why. That's what Coach Graff does with his teams. He knows how to get the best out of his group, and he's been doing it for 20-odd years. And you think about it, he was only supposed to be an interim head coach when he took the job moving over from softball back in the day.
Try telling Coach Graff it's that now.
And you also look at a couple of years ago when he stepped in to be the assistant AD and then moved up to be the AD when Lenny passed away. A lot of his roles are interim roles turned more permanent. And he's not afraid of it. The 3-0 to Davis is high for ball 4, and the Aviators will have their second base runner of the inning.
Now batting.
And a chance for Lincoln Reese to leave his mark on the game. Of course, I would say the story of the season in Stark County, a solid hitter last year, but nothing special. Now batting .488, has 7 more RBIs than he did all of last year, and he is up for Stark County Player of the Year, in my opinion, so far.
It's kind of arguable that he will probably have it.
The only reason he wouldn't is the difficulty of the Federal League, especially how top-heavy that conference is. The difference this year opposed to other years in the Fed is how competitive McKinley is. McKinley was never supposed to be this good, but it speaks volumes that it took until early April for them in the big three sports, football, basketball, and baseball, to get their first Federal League loss. That's one of those interesting stats. They were undefeated in football, undefeated in basketball, started off, I believe, 3-0 in baseball. What school can say that other than McKinley?
Really nobody right now. I mean, Alliance is good, but not that good.
Reese fouls off the 1-1 as Davis was going.
Looked like he hit himself in the nose with that ball as it bounced up.
On the EBC side of things, going back to that point, I believe West Branch had the furthest case, but no, hold on. Did they lose their first conference game? They lost their first conference game on January 30th. So they got pretty far in, too, because their second loss was Alliance in the championship. The 1-2, Reese a drive, and Linkus will make the play. It's the Parker Linkus inning as the side is retired. A trio of putouts for number 1 over at second. He is enjoying his baseball today. When we return, it's Civvy Squared and Tarbit due up 6, 7, and 8 for Minerva.
Here at Crowell Interiors in Malvern, we're your local one-stop shop for flooring, furniture, cabinetry, countertops, and home decor, carrying trusted brands like Lazy Boy, Mohawk, Shaw, Lancer, Birch, Cambria, and many more. Visit us at 403 North Reed Avenue in Malvern or give us a call at 330-863-2553. Family owned and operated since 1994, we focus on delivering quality and genuine services so you can love your home today and tomorrow. No quit in your pain? Then step up your game at DiDomenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture. We combine gentle chiropractic care and proven acupuncture treatments to help you feel better the natural way. Stop by our office at 1164 Alliance Road Northwest in Minerva or give us a call at 330-868-2117. DiDomenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture, a proud supporter of Minerva Athletics.
Cole Stivvy leads it off in the top of the second inning for Minerva. A defensive affair so far, no score. A lot of great defensive plays, especially from Minerva in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a defensive game for at least the first 4 innings, probably later.
First pitch this inning in there for a strike from Bugera. We talk about him and we compare him to Ethan Elbert a lot of Tri-C. The reason why? First time through the order, really solid. Go round 2 towards the end, that is where it kind of falls off and the issues come about, but right now, dialed in. High pop-up Woods calls off Davis and makes the catch for out number 1. That is another great calling card of this Alliance defense. They know how to communicate well, and Parker Woods, credit to him. He has really figured it out offensively as of late, but more on that next inning. You talk about a kid trying to settle in for 3 different sports, let alone coming over from a rival school for the second half of his high school career, and doing what he's done so far is quite impressive.
I think the rival school aspect at least helped a little bit, that he's already seen this team and how they've operated in the past. Made it a little easier for him to sink in, but still, having to learn everything basically over again.
And I feel like going back to when Henry Scheibel did it just for basketball, it was a similar thing. He knew how the rest of the conference played. He got to sit for a year and see how everybody else operated, and last year, to his credit, was pretty good off the bench as that 6th man, and now has gone on to Bethany. The 2-0 up high for ball 3. That move happens quite a lot, though, and as well, on the women's side, Bailey Young did the same exact move this year. It's happening more and more often, especially with open enrollments. And there is ball 4 inside to Jason Sibby.
Now batting.
Good game so far for the catcher. A good amount of defense, making the right plays behind the plate, and now offensively, with 1 down, gives Minerva a base runner, setting up Lane Tarbits. Tarbert so far a 205 average on the year with 3 RBIs and 3 doubles. And that pitch will hit him. It is the second hard 90 of the inning, or of the game rather. Put 2 on now for Parker Linkus. But on paper, it is back-to-back free passes. And now Bo Davis will go and have a word with Bugera.
I think if you're Coach Graffis, going into the third, Bugera's probably not back out there. It's probably going to be Fisk going into that third inning.
I'd be surprised if he made that move in this game. I think he's going to give him time. I wouldn't be surprised to see KB. I think, of course, you have your 2 starters. You're not going to go out of your way. Now, if the roles were reversed with Minerva being where they are, if they lose here, you can't outright win the conference. Yes, I think you would. You never know, though. If it's that early on and you think you still have a chance, you obviously could. There's also a chance Bo Davis will get a nod, as he has been great this year. 14 strikeouts to 1 walk. First pitch to Linkus there for strike 1, and he is not too happy with that call.
Davis actually currently catching this game, I believe.
Yes, that'd mean Ethan Jackson would come in the game for him, and most likely Coe would bump out of DH. The 0-1 Linkus will take strike 2. Parker so far 3 defensive putouts, trying to get a hit here. So far in the season, batting .235 with 2 RBIs. Bugera dialed back in for the 0-2, swing and a miss. And there is out number 2. And at a big time, no less, for Brody Bugera. He gets his first strikeout of the day. And we go back to the top of the order with Owen Frazier. Bugera settled in nicely. Don't know what Bo Davis said, but 3 pitches, 3 strikes. You're sitting pretty with that.
Whatever he said, it worked. I don't think we need to know what he said exactly. Just, we see the result. I think that's enough.
Most times, that is all you are going to get. You're not really going to get that explanation. Even if you ask, they'll say something of, hey, it's a joke, or hey, guess what, we have finals coming up. Something lighthearted most times. Other times, it's more serious of, hey, you got this. You just have to understand your pitcher. And Bo Davis, catching for a number of guys during his high school career, he knows how to gauge that. Frazier takes the 1-0 for a strike low. Count now 1-1 on the right fielder. Looking ahead to the bottom of the second inning, Charlie Eakey, Jackson Ganny, and Parker Woods are due up 5, 6, and 7. Frazier, a good drive into right center field, and it is going to get down. They will send the lead runner home, and he will score. It's an RBI single for Owen Frazier, and Minerva strikes first in a big way. How about it for Owen Frazier this time? Straightens it out into right center field. You talk about a perfect drive, perfect placement, perfect everything. This one fits the bill. And you see it on the replay. Good communication. Reese was the better guy there to try and make a play at home. But in the end, too late. And now a chance for Colton Almasy to do some damage. Bugera, he will step off. Has to be careful with the way he does step off, though. One wrong move, it's a balk, and it's 2-0. That move did not look fluid on the mound. And a good block there from Davis. If the inning were to continue beyond Almasy, or in a case that the bases were to load, Brennan Barnes would have a chance to do some damage, and you could say that he is one of the best hitters, if not the best hitter on this Minerva roster. The 1-0 is there. Count now even.
Right now, it looks like Alliance is just doing whatever they can to avoid letting him get on with potentially loaded bases, because they know what could happen, and they just don't want to let it.
And of course, we've talked about it. If you give B-Dub a lead to pitch with, odds are if you score, it is not going to be an earned run. Now, Marlington, they cracked the code last time out. Can Alliance do the same thing? That we don't know. Runner goes on the 1-2. The pitch is wide. The throw down is not there either. A big stolen base for Frazier. Count now 2-2. But for Almasy, a base hit most likely brings in both. And I'm sure Marlington will be paying attention to this game with great interest very soon. But still very early on, that is important to note. 2-2, swing and a miss. He is way ahead of it, and the side is retired. Strikeout number 2 today for Brody Bugera gets the job done in the top of the second inning. But Owen Frazier strikes first for Minerva. A beautiful RBI single sent into right center field. Middle of 2. When we return, 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Aviators.
The Minerva Athletic Boosters Club is dedicated to supporting the needs of the Minerva Athletic Department and all varsity sports teams. We also assist our middle school teams and work year-round to raise funds that directly benefit our athletes, whether it be providing new uniforms for varsity and middle school teams or providing scholarships for our athletes as they move on to their next chapter. We do a lot to help support our beloved Minerva Lions. Join us for our major events such as our reverse raffle in September, Super Bowl squares in February, or our St. Patrick's Day dance in March, or join us for any of our 9 meetings this year starting in September and running monthly through May at 6 p.m. at the high school library. We invite you to attend a meeting or event and see how you can make a difference for our athletes. Go Lions!
Well, Graham, we've talked a lot about some interesting EBC scenarios, and we have an interesting one right now. End of 1 in Salem. The Quakers are up 3-0 on Marlington. Now, we've talked about this. If that result holds and Salem wins, and Alliance wins today, they get a guaranteed share of the EBC and then a chance to win it outright tomorrow. That's huge for the Aviators, but right now down 1-0. That is huge for the Minerva Lions as they would move into unopposed second place and a chance tomorrow to tie up the conference.
You say tomorrow, it's more going to be Thursday. We've seen the forecast. There's no way they play tomorrow.
I would agree. But, of course, whenever that game happens, depending on how this one breaks down, you could see a really, really important matchup, which I think we are, at this point, expecting. The 1-1, swing and a miss. I hate to say the key to victory for Alliance is to knock out Braden Wood from the game, but realistically, that is their best path to victory today. And it's still very early on in the game. That pitch is high, and as well, when we announced the score update from Salem, it was end of the first. I looked down, there's already 2 outs in the top of the second inning. I can't explain it. Iki fly ball sent into shallow center field. Parker Linkus, he will take it again. And my goodness, it is the Parker Linkus show. 4 putouts for Minerva's defense, all of which have come from Parker.
Yeah, I think that might as well just be Minerva's defense at this point, just having Parker out there.
He thinks he's Magic Johnson playing every single position. I know, wrong sport, but still a very solid comparison. I'm impressed so far.
Solid comparison, and it's hard to argue against it as of right now.
It really is. But right now, over at Salem, Kuboff has thrown 20 pitches and has 5 outs. That's impressive. The 0-1, and that time it misses high to Jackson Ganny. So far on the season, Ganny batting a $167, 2 RBIs, and 1 double. B-Dub as well strikeout list thus far. The 1-1 responds but barely misses. A very good spot though. And as well, Kuboff does get out of the inning in 21 pitches. 21 pitches through 2. Impressive. 2-1 is left high. Even more so for Alliance. The pressure is now on to win today. As things stand, you have your doomsday scenario.
And
fouled away that time.
looks like if Alliance wants to win, they have to stop doing things like that. These sky balls are just not what you want to see right now.
Right now it's about a launch angle, and they're way underneath. And late, too. A lot of it's just being late. Payoff pitch is in the dirt, though, for ball 4. And Ganny will be the second walk of the day for Alliance's offense. For a guy who has such a positive K to walk ratio, this is uncanny from B-Dub.
2 walks already. That's not good. I think he's just kind of hoping that Linkus will just get the strikeouts. Get the force outs at this point.
If we walk out of the second inning and Parker Linkus has all 6 outs, I don't know how to react to that. The fact that he has 4 of 4 so far is out of this world. Usually you'd see that from an outfielder, but a second baseman? Not really. But it shows that this defense can step up, and it shows how hard he rehabbed after his injury. He missed all of last season baseball-wise, all of basketball. Comes back here, and he is really putting on a show. Kind of 0-2 on Woods as he takes the strike. Well, we talked about him. Last time we saw him batting around $170, all the way up now to 243 with 8 RBIs and a double. He has figured it out offensively as of late, and his defense quite good as well.
Let's see what he does here.
The 0-2 is right down Broadway, 2 down. And that is the first out recorded today from Minerva, not via Parker Linkus.
Now batting number 2.
It was a matter of time until Braden Wood got his first strikeout today. It was going to happen at some point. And now here comes Trevin Wilkes.
Did anybody think it would be after Linkus gets 4? I don't think that anybody was expecting that much. But
if anything, they'd expect him to get 4, period. Maybe even less. I think he had 3 before he came on the mound last time we saw Minerva. And that was his first career varsity appearance, too. Again, just based on the injuries, really did not have the opportunity to play last season. The 0-1 Wilkes, a grounder over towards Linkus, and he will take it himself. Parker Linkus, 5 of 6 putouts today for Minerva, and the side is retired. This Minerva defense is dialed in and is making stellar play after stellar play. To the third we go. It's the Lions up by 1 on SmeeSports.
Here at Crowell Interiors in Malvern, we're your local one-stop shop for flooring, furniture, cabinetry, countertops, and home decor, carrying trusted brands like Lazy Boy, Mohawk, Shaw, Lancer, Birch, Cambria, and many more. Visit us at 403 North Reed Avenue in Malvern, or give us a call at 330-863-2553. Family owned and operated since 1994, we focus on delivering quality and genuine services so you can love your home today and tomorrow.
Alliance's defense back to work in the top of the third inning. An interesting game so far, 1-0. But Graham, our biggest talking point isn't Braden Wood for some reason. He has 1 strikeout. The other 5 outs, it's Parker Linkus at second base.
nobody would have thought going into this that he's got 5. Like you said, he had 3 in a previous game. In the whole game. Going into the third, he's already at 5.
I'd believe 3 total. I'd believe perfect fielding percentage. I believe all that because he is a great ball player. But 5 of the first 6, it just seems out of this world, especially given who is there as that pitch is fouled into the dugouts. And excuse me, swing there from Brennan Barnes. I think our camera down there is okay. Unmanned, but it's holding up strong.
Yeah. Let's just hope it doesn't get hit at some point. That would be...
This one skied away, foul from Barnes. It's Barnes, Wood, and Kendall, 3, 4, and 5 this inning. And again, going back to the game in Salem, 3-0, still your score, bottom of 2-1 down. And a runner now at second for Salem. They're putting the pieces together. Bagheera's 0-2 is just going to miss.
Going back over to that Salem game, either Salem's putting the pieces together or Marlington's just dropping them all over the floor.
It could be a combination as Brock Woods has thrown 45 pitches in that game. The 1-2, Barnes will sky it up. Davis going for it, and he is not going to get it.
I think that hit the roof.
I think just behind us, that roof. And I know in the past... Wait, did I hear somebody say, come on, Smee, down there? Hold on. I'm not making that play. I think he mistakes me for Bryce, because Bryce would say he'd have that play through the ceiling somehow. Would you have that catch? No catch for you? All right.
Nah, I've got nothing.
The 1-2 is high. But again, it's such a weird game over in Salem right now, which has so many different implications on the conference battle. And so does this one. Bugera's 2-2. Caught by Davis on the tip for out number 1. Strikeout number 3 today for Brody Bugera, and he has his star catcher to thank. That's why that foul tip catch is so important. We've seen Davis make that play time after time today. This is the first time it comes in handy on an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, and I think also it's just Bugera getting it down and just knowing just that he's going to make that play if he just throws it there. So
trusting the defense. Of course, the quote is, you trust the guys behind you, but for a pitcher, you also have to trust the one guy in front of you. That's time way past, but no harm, no foul, nobody on the bases. And as well, score update, RBI single, Braden Van Dyne, 4-0 Salem. Woods is nearly halfway to 100. And that pitch, did it hit him? Yes.
from up here, it didn't quite look like it, but
Just grazed him. The third hard 90 surrender today by Bugera. And B-Dub will take his base. And again, you look at that score in Salem. You're looking at a conference battle that would come down to then just Alliance and Minerva.
I think right now Coach Graffis is probably in there telling them that it is like that over there and that they need to step their game up and get this if they want to win.
Swing and a miss there from Candle. You're absolutely right, but I don't know if Graffis is the guy that would go out there and say, you know what, this is what's happening elsewhere. I think he'll tell him after the fact. But at the same time, I think he also understands that if he needs a motivator, he is going to bring that out and say, you know what, they're winning. Now, as a coach, in your instance, no matter the sport, would you bring up that stat, knowing what it means? Or would that just add more pressure?
It definitely would add more pressure, but at the same time, I feel like they kind of need the pressure.
I can agree with that. I do like that. The 1-1 is low. This team can thrive off of pressure. They have so many times. And now officially it is the end of the second inning, but Marlington has to probably dip their hand into the bullpen very soon. Such a weird game. Swing and a miss on the 2-1.
Talk about weird games. Is this one any different as of right now?
This is what you would expect, and it was the same thing last year. I believe Braden Wood pitched at Minerva. It was close until he came out of the game. And that is why if he needs to throw 120, he will throw 120. That is the most I've seen a pitcher throw in a game. That was Don Marchetta last year, district final against Lake Catholic, his final ever competitive game at the school level. Threw 120 against Lake Catholic. Payoff pitch, it will back him out for ball 4. It is back-to-back free passes, 2 on, 1 down. And here comes the third baseman, Cole Civy.
Number 35, Cole Civy.
At the same time, we talked about who could be up next. Hendershot could be the DH just to come on and throw. That could be what is happening. We don't have anybody in that dugout right now to confirm either way, but I wouldn't be surprised if Hendo gets a chance. If not him, you might have to go to Bo Davis. And that pitch is, again, fouled back and caught by Bo. It's making the play that you have to make before it actually counts for what it is. And if you keep that rep the same exact way every single time, you're going to make that play. And as quickly an 0-2 counts. Brody Bugera has, again, faced a lot of adversity this season, but he has battled it quite nicely. And a chance to do it again here. The 0-2, E-fist in. Talk about taking a load off the pitch. I don't know if Zach Granke would necessarily approve, but it's very close. This is where I wish we had the radar gun, because is that in the 40s? Could be. I would say higher 50s. That one right by him, though. And there is out number 2. Fourth strikeout today for Brody Bugera. And you combine a slow off speed with the heat of the fastball. It's not necessarily the same, but it's very much in line with what Trevor Bauer preaches with pitch tunneling. And it worked out that time perfectly. Of course, it would be nice to see Trevor Bauer back in the majors, as I don't know if you saw, but he had a no-hitter in the league that he's pitching in a couple nights ago, I believe the Atlantic League.
I did not see that.
Ground ball over towards short. It's Charlie Eakey. He will flip to 2, and it is just in the nick of time to retire the side. A nice play by Charlie Eakey at short to get Bugera and the Aviators out of the jam. Middle of 3 in Alliance. The Minerva Lions remain on top, 1-0 your score.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
Welcome back to Alliance High School, bottom of the 3rd inning. I would say you are watching OHSAA Baseball on SmeeSports, presented by the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club in partnership with Channel 1022 Alliance, but you are watching Parker Lincoln's baseball for the most part. 5 of 6 putouts today for Minerva have come from their second baseman. Again, it's an anomaly of the game, but he has played so well all the way around.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be just a game that he's just going to be proud of moving forward for a while. And this is definitely going in some highlights.
It's a step in the right direction for this team. They're playing clean defense, and if they can keep that going throughout the rest of the game today, they have a good chance to take one from the Aviators. The 1-1 in the zone for strike 2. And again, we're working semi-quickly here in the bottom of the 3rd, 5:39. Around 40 minutes in. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss. 1 up, 1 down. Strikeout number 2 today for Braden Wood.
11, D'Angelo, Fisk.
And back to the top of the order we go. But one go around through. Only one base knock today for Alliance, and he is in the batter's box. He needs to do it again.
Probably needs more than one right now. Just to...
Well, he might get one. It's a good rip into left center and just past the center fielder Tarbits. What an attempt from Tarbit, but an even better swing from D'Lo. He is now 2 for 2 today. He'll take that one.
For sure.
But the fact that Tarbit almost got there, that would have been a nasty web gem. I'm impressed by the fact that he nearly snagged it. And now here comes Cam Burton. 1 down, runner on. This is Alliance's chance. They need 1 to tie it up. Runner goes, KB grounder, and it's going to beat the shortstop. Barnes leaned the wrong way. Throw from left field to third is not in time, and KB comes around from first. Excellent running from the Aviators all the way around. Put 2 runners in scoring position for Bo Davis.
1, Bo Davis.
It's go time for the Aviators. You said they needed more than 1. There is number 2, and number 2 brings with it plenty of extra damage via the base running.
Oh, yeah, and Davis knows that, and he is ready to capitalize. You can tell he's completely locked in with this, and he's just ready for it.
We saw it last night on the softball end of things. The Aviators know how to run the bases all the way around. That can win you extra games. And this is a spot that you need that base running to do just that. First pitch to Davis there for strike 1. But I love the way that the offense operated. Of course, all the focus was on D'Lo. The moment that ball was actually thrown, KB took off. He has the speed. He timed it up perfectly. And pretty much D'Lo was the human shield. And that ball is to the backstop. KB, he thought about going more than D'Lo thought about going from third. And Alliance is lucky that Civi did not offer back down to either bag. Of course, it's a heavy ricochet. I like the decision to hold up, but KB needed to recognize that earlier. Again, lucky to not have anything bad happen on the bases right there. The 1-1, perfectly in there. Count now 1-2 on the YSU commits. After him, it turns to Lincoln Reese. So, pretty much your best two hitters, a chance to give you your best two swings of the game so far. The 1-2 off the plates. And Bo Davis disapproves of the pitch. You look at what Minerva has done on the bases, though. It's still only a 1-0 game, and we have to keep that in mind when judging Bugera. Deuces. And Davis will sky this one on the infield over towards short. It's Brennan Barnes, and he will make the grab for out number 2. It's redemption for the shortstop. A huge out for Minerva's defense. The perfect pitch there. You said it earlier. Alliance getting way underneath the baseball today.
Yeah, way too far. And also, got to point out, it's actually nice to see a little bit of variety from this Minerva defense and not just Linkus getting everything.
He decided to spread the wealth this inning. We'll see if he is greedier in the fourth going forward. You never know. He could still make a play here. Could be Linkus getting Lincoln. Grounder over towards short. It's going to be Barnes instead. He will throw to 1, and it's on the money. Brennan Barnes doubles it up, and the side is retired. It doesn't matter who is making the play defensively today for Minerva. They are getting done. And I think Greff has made a comment to Parker Linkus about him making all the plays. But watching it back on the replay, Brennan Barnes, after getting caught out of position earlier on this inning, 2 great redemption plays.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm looking at that last one. I'm kind of surprised that D'Lo didn't just try to just get in anyway. Even with that, even with the ball moving, just keep going.
For KB at second, the issue is if he gets hit, that's an out. D'Lo went home, of course, which is the obvious move. KB was in a tough spot. It's one you don't want to make an out earlier, but still. An interesting one that he didn't go after the fact. But to the fourth we go. Minerva, via their defense, still on top. I have to go back on here and give Graham some credit. He saw what he saw. You're right, D'Lo did not go home on that play. I'm kind of surprised. KB made sense, but I apologize. I have to give you more credit.
Yeah, he was right there. He had every opportunity to, and he just decided not to.
But to the fourth we go. 1-0 still your score. Minerva on top as you are watching OHSAA Baseball on SmeeSports, presented by the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. Bugera remains on the mound, and as well a score update from Salem, middle of 3. Now 4-1 Salem on top. Marlington brings it back within 3.
Marlington finally on the board.
They needed it. It was Harrison Seltzer with the leadoff hit that really spurred on the offense. The 0-2 grounder left side, picked up by Woods at third, and an immaculate throw to Gagne at first. 1 up, 1 down. The defense continues to get better and better this season from Parker Woods. He is such a dangerous threat at 3. You talk about a player settling in again. We've talked about it so many times, but for 3 different sports to play the way he has, I'm impressed.
Not just in one sport, but in all of them. He just doesn't stop. Never a dull moment with him.
And of course, in my time at Holy Name, I've seen guys transfer in, transfer out, but mainly for one sport. To see a guy move for 3, we never really saw it. And even up in Cleveland for other schools in the area, really didn't see it either. I know the one that was big, it was, I believe, Derek Pierce. He transferred out strictly for hockey. And that was because the program folded. Count now 1-2 as Linkus fouls that one off. But of course, as our viewers know, Holy Name Hockey is officially back and under now the tutelage of Justin Sebastian. Hoping to get out to a few more games this November and December for that team as they're getting better and better by the day.
Hey, if you're going out to a few games, I might be willing to make the trip.
There you go, and there is out number 2. Another strikeout for Linkus, this time looking, and Bugera now has 5. But I'll tell you what, when they can figure it out like they did against Olmsted Falls, that Holy Name team's dangerous. But of course, a long time until we're dealing with the cold again. I'm sure on your end with NHL, you're still thinking it's hockey season, but high school-wise, it's been a while. Frazier, a good rip over Iki's head at shorts. And he is now 2 for 3 today. Of course, has the only RBI of the afternoon so far. But Owen Frazier continues to barrel up the baseball perfectly. And now Almasy has a chance here to move him along. But this Minerva team, they're not doing anything really crazy. They have 3 hits, so does Alliance. They just have done more with it.
Yeah. And that's mainly just because of what some might call a bad decision at the end of that last.
Because if that ball is wide, he has to be there scoring. And I think that one would have stung a lot worse if that ball was by any stretch of the imagination wide or late. Or to put it in simple terms, if the runner was safe and he didn't come home, you don't want to deal with that. Runner goes here, swing and a miss. Davis throws down. It's on the money. The tag just a hair late. Second stolen base of the day for Owen Frazier. And looking on the season for Owen Frazier, he now has 10. I believe the first line in double figures this year. 0-2 count on Almasy. The Ephus gets him and the side is retired. An excellent pitch from Brody Bugera. He gets his 6th punch out of the day, and the inning is over. At the halfway point, 1-0, still your score. Minerva hanging on SmeeSports.
At Sports Zone, our state-of-the-art indoor facility features 2 batting cages equipped with pitching machines and Rapsodo technology, giving athletes the tools they need to elevate their game. We also have indoor soccer fields perfect for sports practices, leagues, private training sessions, and birthday parties. When it's time to take things outside, enjoy our 2 turf baseball fields complete with outdoor batting cages and bullpens. Whether you're training, competing, or just looking to get better every day, Sports Zone is the place to do it. Go to our website at sportszone.statstack.io or contact us at 412-313-4295 to rent out our facilities today. Welcome to Sports Zone, your premier destination for year-round training and competition. With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
A defensive affair so far in Alliance, Ohio. Bottom of the 4th inning, 1-0 still your score. And that one run coming courtesy of Owen Frazier back in the 2nd inning. B-Dub continuing to shove on the mound for Minerva. And no different right there. 0-1 the count on Charlie Icky. There goes Charlie Icky, Jackson Ganny, and Parker Woods, 5, 6, and 7 this inning. And now 0-2. But the job that B-Dub has done today has to be appreciated on so many levels defensively. He is the cog that makes this machine go right now. And he looks for his 3rd strikeout today. Instead, that one is just a bit upstairs. Obviously, you want that pitch down a little bit, but I don't hate the idea of elevating a fastball on a 0-2 count. And now in the meantime, I want to try to get a pitch count to see how many pitches he has thrown, because I don't think it's too many. Count out 2-2 on Icky as that one misses wide. But of course, in a tight game, you wouldn't expect too high of a pitch count. Wood back to work the 2-2. He did go. It's 1 up, 1 down. 3rd strikeout of the day for Braden Wood.
Jackson Ganny.
And I believe he is at 51 pitches now. He could get this one done under 100. He realistically could.
And with the speed with this game, it's probably going to happen.
And you're not early on in the season. We've seen it already. They're not going to cap him at 75, 80 pitches. If he has to throw 115 today, he might have ice after this on his arm. But you know what? He is going to throw 115. He is their best chance to win today. And I think everybody knows it here. The 0-1 is left high. And on top of it, the defense playing with no errors so far. We go back to that game last Monday. Of course, different pitching, but night and day.
For sure. Like, the defense has just been completely on point here. Like you said, no mistakes.
Again, a lot of that comes from Braden Wood, and a lot of it comes from the forced pop-ups. But impressive to see how low of a pitch count he has as well. Looking locally, some interesting games. Wait, is that baseball? We got an interesting one if it's baseball here in a second. I'll get to that in a moment. The 1-2, swing and a miss. It's a drop third, and Ganny has a chance to reach, and he will. Fourth strikeout today for Braden Wood. But it's a runner. And yes, it is baseball.
10, Parker Wood.
Brace yourself. Bottom of 2. Carrollton is up 13-1 on West Branch.
That is absurd.
I
right
thought
now.
that was softball. Only reason I checked is because softballs for Carrollton, they posted on their social media that they canceled today. How? I'm stunned. I don't know if I have the words or the brain cells to deal with that information.
I know I don't, so here we are.
And it's Caden Houston on the mound for Carrollton and so far throwing 10 pitches. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Throw back to 1, not in time. But that's why we love the game of baseball, Graham. It is such a anomaly most times. We've seen it today with Parker Lincolns, but in my opinion, it is the #1 sport for on any given Sunday a team can win. And a nice block that time around from Civi. But we see it all the time, major leagues, minor leagues, high school, college. Any given day, any team can win. And that's the beauty of the sports. The 2-0 from Woods is out. So it's Wood v. Woods today. An interesting matchup, a good alliteration too.
Yeah.
And that pitch will miss low for ball 4. A really weird scorebook book this inning.
Number 2.
It's back-to-back strikeouts and a walk. Instead, it's 2 runners on and 1 down. And that drop third is crucial. We talked about it a lot with Bo Davis. You have to make those plays.
Yeah.
And for Trevin Wilkes, a chance to leave his mark on the game. A sophomore really establishing himself nicely into the rotation. Part of the big class of 2028. And Wilkes chops it foul. As well, over in Salem, top of the 4th inning, Marlington now brings up the tying run into the batter's box. 2 on, none down. Down 4-1. Once again, if Salem wins that game and Alliance wins here, they clinch at least a share of the Eastern Buckeye Conference title. Bunt on the 0-1. The bunt is down. A beautiful bunt, but it will roll foul. That was played perfectly by Cole Civi at third. For a freshman to let that ball roll and understand, hey, there's a risk to it, but play it perfectly, I'm impressed by that. It's the little things. As a former ball player, I'm going to pick up on something like that and say, hey, maybe as a catcher, I want to hear more, especially considering the sibling connection. Let it roll, or pick it up.
Yeah. And with the call of the bunt there, I'm not even mad at that. Like, that was actually probably the right move.
And now it's 5, now it's 4, and on the 3, it's late. A big fielder's choice for out number 2, splits the runners up and brings up Cohen Hendershot.
Now batting.
And the light shot nearly paid dividends. You're in a spot now to bring up Cohen Hendershot, who has been on a tear lately. Had the go-ahead 2 RBI triple last Tuesday at West Branch. Could do it again here, albeit at home against a different opponent in a different game. But that West Branch result right now, I'd be shocked to find out that Jeremiah Thomas was pitching. If JT's on the mound for that game, I'm shocked. We'll find out later, I'm sure, though. Hendershot takes strike 1.
I almost think we want to keep more attention on that game than we do on the Marlington one right now.
Carrollton understands if they lose today, they're also out of conference contention. so they have to win, and right now they're in a great spot to do it. The 0-1, Ephist in, and thrown right back to the pitcher. I like that move. It's one that I employed a lot of my time. Again, I mentioned it before. Have I gotten burnt by it at third base running home? Yes. Was I out? No comment. We don't need to bring that up. The 0-2 fouled off and right towards Dayrod. And somehow the 20-year-old tripod survives. I thought that was wraps for the old tripod. I really did. I mean, you've seen it. There are different things missing off it already. I'm surprised it survived.
Did you think or did you hope that that was the end for that tripod?
No, I wanted to survive. I needed to survive, man. Come on. The 0-2 again, fouled away. I think J-Rod even more so understands that I owe him McDonald's after this.
He's probably going to ask you to up the price range.
For McDonald's?
You never know.
I mean, he does 2 of the $5 meals already, and I get the Diet Coke for it, so it's a really good deal on my end. Again, the 0-2, right down Broadway. The side is retired. Again, B-Dub locks in. That is strikeout number 5 today, and he shows again why he might be the best pitcher in the Eastern Buckeye Conference. To the 5th we go. Score remains 1-0.
Here at Crowell Interiors in Malvern, we're your local one-stop shop for flooring, furniture, cabinetry, countertops, and home decor, carrying trusted brands like Lazy Boy, Mohawk, Shaw, Lancer, Birch, Cambria, and many more. Visit us at 403 North Reed Avenue in Malvern, or give us a call at 330-863-2553. Family owned and operated since 1994, we focus on delivering quality and genuine services so you can love your home today and tomorrow. No quit in your pain? Then step up your game at D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture. We combine gentle chiropractic care and proven acupuncture treatments to help you feel better the natural way. Stop by our office at 1164 Alliance Road Northwest in Minerva, or give us a call at 330-868-2117. D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture, a proud supporter of Minerva Athletics.
We did just receive word from J-Rod, at least last inning, that Cam Burton was warming up in the bullpen. An interesting development, but one I believe you and I both expected at some point in this game, at least him or Hendo.
Yeah, somebody for sure. Especially right now, 5th inning, still 1-0. You kind of have to.
And we're not even an hour in. Talk about one of the shorter games that we have seen this season. As well, Marlington now down by 2 with 2 runners in scoring position, 2 down. That game is getting very interesting in Salem. But Bugera right back to work for strike 1. Of course, none of that matters if Minerva gets the win, because that now resets the conference crown. Right now, you're looking at a team that could go 10-0 in the conference, but you lose one, you sit at 6-1 in the conference. Had to do the math there real quick. Then a team 5-2 and 4-3. You're in a really tough spot. And again, you could have Carrollton 4-3 all of a sudden back in the mix.
Yeah, real quick, that could happen. Especially if Carrollton keeps playing like they are against West Branch right now.
We're going to see a 4-way tie or something stupid for the conference, aren't we?
That would be EBC in its finest.
They're just going to parade it around. You know what? Alliance and Marlington, they get a day with the trophy, then Minerva and Carrollton. The rivalry games, that's next week. If they're all somehow tied going into it, which they won't be because of Alliance, but close, conference week decides it. The 2-2 is high, and we are full. This inning for Minerva, it's Barnes, Wood, and Candle, 3, 4, and 5. As well, Marlington, they got out of the inning with no more runs, so now 4-2. Swing and a miss on the payoff pitch. It's 1 up, 1 down. Strikeout number 7 today for Brody Bugera. And it is back-to-back, spanning back to last inning. But the Quakers are 9 outs away from getting the job done and getting their first conference win in over 2 years. Keep in mind they went 0-10 in the EBC last season.
That's not what you want to see.
And that one hits Braden Wood. The second time today he has been hit. And again, for the 2010 Cleveland Indians fans, it's Brandon Geyer coming back to Cleveland. Is he before your time?
Slightly.
Called him pin cushion because he would always get hits. Great runner, a great ball player back in the 2010s, but known for just taking his base by getting hit. Braden Wood today, a single, 2 hard 90s, 5 strikeouts, no runs allowed. And it's back-to-back hard 90s. Candle gets smacked this time. And that might be it for Brody Bugera. Do you make the change? It's a tough one here. Of course, you want to go out here and give him a chance to settle back in, but do you make the call?
Especially because now Coach Morrison's going out there to talk to him. See what happens.
And keep in mind, Coach Graffis does not make the actual call to the bullpen on the mound. He sends one of his assistants, typically Coach Morrison, out there. So the question is this the time, or do you try to let him settle in? It's really a tough call. You do have one out. You're 1 ball away from getting out of the inning. At the same time, Minerva is 1 really good swing away from taking a 3-run lead. I don't think it does, but would you factor in the current results happening in Salem right now to your decision? Again, you have a chance to get at least a share of the conference if that result holds. At home.
I think that you definitely at least factor it in. And
does Graff, though? Again,
that's a great
question. I would
question.
say, for the betterment of all, Coach Graffis is not your typical coach. In fact, I would say he is an all-time great among all Alliance coaches. I don't think that's controversial at all.
I don't think so either. I think that holds.
Runners go to double steal. Davis throws down to third. It's high and dropped. 2 runners now in scoring position for Minerva. It's excellent execution on the double steal. Even more so for Cole Sivvy, the freshman. A chance to do a big, big thing. So far this season, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. He wants more. It's very rare that you see a freshman get this much opportunity on the varsity roster nowadays. In the conference, the other real top-tier freshman that you look at is Tyler Walder and Xavier Smith, both at Marlington. Both guys have been getting opportunities, but on Walder's end, he is a guy who started for football at quarterback, but beyond that, he is a guy that was ranked preseason top 25 in the class of 2029.
That's definitely impressive, and he has the ability, clearly.
And Sivvy, a good poke into right field. Wilkes is under it for out number 2. He brings it in, and the runners stay put. Wow, an interesting decision from Minerva. Based on the throw, they had a chance to get home.
That was probably their better decision there, to just stay where they are.
Momentum is key. You don't want to give Alliance momentum with a 9-2 double play. As obscure as it is, it would be right field to back home to your catcher. Now a chance for Jason Sivvy. And there's strike 1. I think if 2 runs score here, though, you do make the call and you bring in KB. A lot of pressure right now on both sides. The 0-1 as well there. Decision time. You get creative here, or do you attack? I think he attacks here. He does, and just misses off the plates. That's one of those where typically an 0-2 pitch, you see kind of a throwaway offering, but given the scenario, you don't. Count now 1-2. And Bugera gets out of the inning. Swing and a miss, the side is retired. Punch out number 8 today for Brody Bugera. 1 away to hunker down. He got the job done. He did his thing. And the inning is over just like that. Alliance, another chance offensively when we return. And when we do, it's D'Lo, KB, and Bo Davis due up 1-2-3.
The Minerva Athletic Boosters Club is dedicated to supporting the needs of the Minerva Athletic Department and all varsity sports teams. We also assist our middle school teams and work year-round to raise funds that directly benefit our athletes, whether it be providing new uniforms for varsity and middle school teams or providing scholarships for our athletes as they move on to their next chapter. We do a lot to help support our beloved Minerva Lions. Join us for our major events such as our reverse raffle in September, Super Bowl squares in February, or our St. Patrick's Day dance in March, or join us for any of our 9 meetings this year starting in September and running monthly through May at 6 p.m. at the high school library. We invite you to attend a meeting or event and see how you can make a difference for our athletes. Go Lions!
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to all of our advertisers, whether they be for Alliance or Minerva, for making today's telecast possible, along with Channel 1022 Alliance. To the bottom of the fifth inning we go. If you on offense, this is not the game for you. 1-0 still your score. The only run coming back in the top of the second inning. A chance for Alliance here, and I do believe we will see a pitching change next inning. I believe you and I both heard it. We heard down below that they told Hendershot he's going into left, which that could be an if this happens then that scenario, but it's kind of what we expected, and based on what we were told about the bullpen, I believe KB is going to pitch next inning.
Yeah, something probably had to change after those 2 hits back-to-back.
I mean, you look at the hard 90s today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's hit 5 batters. And it's a big reason why Alliance is down 1-0. But as we talked about, the key to victory is getting Braden Wood out of the game. But D'Lo's 2 for 2 today. He has figured him out. He has 2/3 of the hits today for the Aviators. Chopper over towards short. It's Brennan Barnes, and his throw is true. 1 up, 1 down. He has played a great game. The middle infield all the way around with Brendan Barnes and Parker Linkus have been outstanding.
The middle infield has been most of their defense as of right now, and
Score update. West Branch has scored again. It's 13-2.
talk about this is not the game for offense. That is. Go over there if you want to watch offensive
The
game.
Battle of the Warriors, too. And KB swings and misses. That was pitch number 70 for Braden Wood. He is not in a bad spot right now. And worst comes to worst, if you absolutely have to make a change, you bring on Lane Tarbett. He is your closer, and he has been so far this season. Just to play that aspect of it, if we were to see Tarbett come in from center, a .05 ERA, 2-1 record in 4 appearances, 5 walks, 13 Ks, 2 earned runs. You could. The 1-1 left high.
We'll see how this goes before any of that.
6 runs, 5 of which were earned last week at Marlington. He's going to stay in my opinion. I would be shocked if Braden Wood exits the game. The 2-1, there for strike 2. And if he does, I would give Alliance the favorable opportunity to win. I don't think that's a secret on either end.
I don't think so either at this point.
Count out 2-2 on Cam Burton. Grounder up the middle. It's Barnes just out of his reach. A massive single up the middle for Cam Burton. He is now 2 for 3 today. And he just got it by both Barnes and Linkus. Parker got a piece of it, but way too late. You talk about placement on a ball. It doesn't get any better than that.
No, it doesn't.
And now here comes Bo Davis, the YSU commit. So far today, a walk and a pop out for him. That was just such a tough play to make. And it looks like Game Changer said the ball got past Parker Linkus. I disagree with that one. I mean, he stopped it, but if we're talking about if he got there or not, that's a tough one to put against Parker. I wouldn't put it against him by any means. 1-0 count on Davis.
And now we reach the part of the game where both of us are hunched over this window.
It only took it to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Well, with the innings moving this fast.
Only 6:10. Davis, a drive into center field and down. It's back-to-back base hits for the Aviators. 2 on, 1 down. And here comes Lincoln Reese. Flashback to Thursday. Had the go-ahead RBI double against Louisville, the only run of the night for the Aviators. Point being, he has delivered so many times this season. This is no different. Again, with the result going the way it is right now in Salem, a chance to steal a piece of the conference crown on your home turf in your senior season. A big chance for him. But there is strike 1. I'll tell you what, if you're Braden Wood, if you want to show why you are an all-time great and further your case to be in the Minerva Athletic Hall of Fame, get out of this inning. This is what you send in for your resume. The 0-1 in the dirt, a good block, though, from Civi. And it is worth noting on both ends, as of right now, knock on wood, we have not seen an error. It's been clean baseball. Maybe surprisingly. I expected maybe one or two, but a pristine day out, it does make sense. The 1-1, Reese will take strike two. Again, twitched at it, thought about it, but held up. The Aviators, they have been very patient today, maybe too patient, and not aggressive enough. That was the big gripe as well at Canal Park.
I agree. It's probably been a little too patient of a game out here, and when they do swing, they keep going low on the ball.
This one, a chopper over towards third, picked up. They will go to two, they get one. And that is all. Linkus has him to run down. He throws home, and he got him. Again, it's Parker Linkus, and the side is retired. Have yourself a career day, Parker Linkus. After all that young man fought through to be here today, you just have to tip your cap to number one.
Definitely. And looking at that, Burton is not happy with himself after that. He had a little bit of a stutter in there as he was going to home plate, and I think that stutter might have just cost Alliance a run.
If you want to play the double play game, that was a 6-4-2 double play. But again, Minerva making plays when it matters most. To the sixth we go. The Lions up one.
Here at Crowell Interiors in Malvern, we're your local one-stop shop for flooring, furniture, cabinetry, countertops, and home decor, carrying trusted brands like Lazy Boy, Mohawk, Shaw, Lancer, Birch, Cambria, and many more. Visit us at 403 North Reed Avenue in Malvern, or give us a call at 330-863-2553. Family owned and operated since 1994, we focus on delivering quality and genuine services so you can love your home today and tomorrow. The Minerva Athletic Boosters Club is dedicated to supporting the needs of the Minerva Athletic Department and all varsity sports teams. We also assist our middle school teams and work year-round to raise funds that directly benefit our athletes. Whether it be providing new uniforms for varsity and middle school teams or providing scholarships for our athletes as they move on to their next chapter, we do a lot to help support our beloved Minerva Lions. Join us for our major events such as our reverse raffle in September, Super Bowl squares in February, or our St. Patrick's Day dance in March, or join us for any of our 9 meetings this year starting in September and running monthly through May at 6 p.m. at the high school library. We invite you to attend a meeting or event and see how you can make a difference for our athletes. Go Lions!
Well, Graham, good news for us. And the next time we go to the doctor, we do not need to get our hearing check. We did hear it exactly correct. Hendershot's in left, and KB is on the mound. Is this the right move in your opinion?
I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see what happens here. Maybe he's able to just get a couple of quick outs and just get Alliance back on offense.
And that's the key.
But who knows? And as far as getting our ears checked that the doctor is concerned, speak for yourself here.
I mean, you heard that one too. So, I mean, you're not in that bad of a spot as well. Speaking of not a bad spot, Marlington is back within 1. 4-3, top of the 5th.
Number 34.
But the tail of the tape so far this season for KB, 12 2/3 innings work, 7 runs allowed, 4 of which were earned, 5 walks, 7 punch-outs, 2-0 record, 2 saves, and a 2.21 ERA. And this will be appearance number 6 for him this season. And a big time for him as he will have to go up against Tarbett, Linkus, and Frazier.
And his first pitch is a strike. How about that?
The exact start that he needed. And this Aviator defense needed as well. And he is quickly up 0-2. And you look at Linkus, 0-2 batting, but that momentum defensively could carry. The 0-2 driven way foul and arcing towards that back building. A good swing, but way ahead of it.
The ball cleared that back building and then some out there. Somebody's just going to find a baseball in their backyard now and be like, okay.
It happens all the time.
Maybe
Again,
not.
the 0-2, a drive up the middle, but KB has it. Smooth like butter, 1 down.
Now bad.
He was unfazed by that one, too.
Parker Linkus.
I guess it does help to have a second baseman / outfielder on the mound.
Yeah, you definitely know he's going to have that speed that you just need there.
I mean, overall, a good play. Now Linkus, a good drive into center field, but right to Lincoln Race. Just like that, 2 down.
Now batting number 22, Owen Frazier.
What was that you said? A couple quick outs. You're in a good spot.
Hey, apparently I do know more than I'm giving myself credit for because, well, I've been right on the money with a lot of these today.
So 2 up, 2 down, and back to the top again with Owen Frazier. And Frazier will chop this one over towards the left side. Woods takes it, inning over. A quick 1-2-3 defensive inning for the Alliance Aviators. A great job by KB setting the tempo on the mound. Middle of 6 in Alliance. Score remains 1-0.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
Before we get back to the action, another score update. Middle of 5, Salem gets out of the jam. Score remains 4-3. Again, we're keeping a very, very close eye on that game.
Marlington coming back from that is not what Alliance wants here, especially because they are down 1-0.
And of course, right now it doesn't matter, just given the fact that, again, as you said, down by 1. Your chance to steal the conference here is quickly going away. But as we talk about, Minerva is not in a spot to say simply, we're 6 outs away from getting the job done. The 0-1 in the dirt. Plenty of defense so far today from both sides. But all the way around, Braden Wood, 5 strikeouts, no runs allowed. He has been stellar. And a great response after some rough games last week for Minerva. To go out there after being at 6-4 to now in a spot where you're below 500, 7-8 on the year, it's a great response. The 2-1 Ikie drive into right field and down for a leadoff base knock. The tying run now at first for the Aviators, and that'll bring up Jackson Ganny. The dream start for Alliance. At one point, do you start to question the fatigue of Minerva? 1, 2, 3 in what? 3 minutes? Right back out there, back to work.
I think that's what Alliance wanted. Just don't give them a break.
You can't allow them to have a break. You really can't. And Ganny a chance to move him along. Bunt shown and pulled back. And as well, looking at the game over in Salem. 3-0 kind of begin. Brock Woods is at 80 pitches. The 1-0 bunt shown and pulled back. As well, we did just receive word from J-Rod. Bo Davis is now in the bullpen warming up for Alliance. That's one I think we both expected. But at the same time, KB might go out there to continue. 2-0 he offers. Would you make the change after that? Because I feel like that would be an attempt to try and make it where KB can come back out and pitch Thursday if needed. I could be mistaken on that one, but given how he just pitched, I think you'd keep him on.
I think so too. That was pretty textbook of what you want right now. Just 3 batters, 3 outs, keep it moving, and he did it perfectly.
Going back to it, 3 minutes, less than that of real time. No
Probably
rest
2.
for this defense. Yeah, probably 2. 3-1 count on Jackson Ganny. Bunt shown again, and this time fouled back. Count full. I get why you offer there, but I wouldn't hate a swing either. At the same time, though, you have to avoid a double play, which Minerva has made plenty of today. And, of course, those two courtesy of Parker Linkus.
Yeah, I was going to say, Minerva, no, it's Parker Linkus making those plays.
If Minerva wins, our Player of the Game award is going to be very highly contested. I mean, where do you go with that one? I wouldn't even have the answer. Payoff pitch, grounder, and through into left field. Back-to-back base knocks for the Aviators.
You were talking about a swing.
Now
There you
batting
go.
Number 10.
Perfectly
Parker
placed, too,
Wood.
right past Barnes. And now it's Parker Woods' chance. But before the next batter, we're going to see Coach Rick Hart come out to talk to Braden Wood. A big conversation here. The conversation, though, I can guarantee you, has nothing to do with pulling him from the game. I think this is where you settle him down. We've talked about it. If Minerva were to pull Braden Wood, their chances of winning this game plummets. But they will warm up somebody in the bullpen, it looks like. It'll be Phillips warming up number 28, Brendan Huth. And he was on the mound for the game against Manchester. That's a contact guy. I get why you bring on a contact guy. He didn't really allow any extra base hits in that game, if any. Again, I still think Lane Tarbit's the guy you bring on.
If you even bring somebody on right now.
I don't think you do. Unless Wood gives up a bomb here, you don't. Woods will bunt and pops it foul. I think even if he got his head around, there was no chance for Sibby to find that one.
Probably not, no.
As well, end of the fifth inning now in Salem. 4-3. I mean, you have to kind of ignore that game right now, but you can't at the same time. The 0-1 pulled back for strike two. That was right down Broadway. I don't think that could have been any better placed from Wood. Again, 5 strikeouts today. Get one here. You're thinking double play ball. And you hear the dugout below us. Energize. The 0-2 grounded towards third. They will get the lead runner. And going back to first, it is in time. What a pick! A 5-3 double play for out number 2. It is the third double play today from Minerva's defense. And what a pick. I don't know how Candle got to that one, but props to that young man.
You talk about third double play today. I'm pretty sure that was the first one that didn't involve Parker Linkus as well.
It was. You have 4-3, 6-4-2, and now 5-3. And now it's Trevin Wilkes' turn as he will go. After Trev, it's Cohen Hendershot, then top. Honestly, again, going back to the bullpen, I think you warm up Tarbit just in case. The only issue with it, though, if you hit around this inning, he will come back up. The 0-1, Wilkes, a weak one, right back to Wood on the hill, and the side is retired. Pitchers are athletes, too. It's a pitcher's fielding play, and the side is retired. When in doubt, find a double play. For the third time today, Minerva does just that. To the 7th inning we go. The Lions trying to take one from the Aviators when we return.
At Sports Zone, our state-of-the-art indoor facility features 2 batting cages equipped with pitching machines and Rapsodo technology, giving athletes the tools they need to elevate their game. We also have indoor soccer fields perfect for sports practices, leagues, private training sessions, and birthday parties. When it's time to take things outside, enjoy our 2 turf baseball fields complete with outdoor batting cages and bullpens. Whether you're training, competing, or just looking to get better every day, Sports Zone is the place to do it. Go to our website at sportszone.statstack.io or contact us at 412-313-4295 to rent out our facilities today. Welcome to Sports Zone, your premier destination for year-round training and competition.
Golden Almacy leads things off in the top of the 7th inning. Still 1-0 your score, Graham. I'll tell you what, for your first baseball game of the year, you got a really good one.
That only run coming in the 2nd inning, that's just It's just insane that it's been that long since we've seen anybody touch that home plate.
And we nearly did a couple of different times, but Minerva's defense stood tall. The 1-0 is there, evening things up. And now in the bullpen, well, what do you know? It's Lane Tarbett. Ball knowledge. The 1-1. A good drive into right center field, but directly to Wilkes. One down. A lot of quick outs so far, but now you have arguably the best two hitters in this lineup today, outside of Frazier, who has done the damage, in Brennan Barnes and Braden Wood, excuse me. But right now, for Alliance, your goal is to get out of the inning quick. Do what you did last inning. For Minerva, drag it out. Even if you don't score, just drag things out. And that won't help. A fly ball into right field. Wilkes going forward, and it is just going to be out of his reach. Count now 0-1 on the shortstop, who so far today has been hit by a pitch and has struck out twice. But what a day in the EBC. You have a 1-0 game. You have a 13-2 game and a 4-3. So 2 close games, and then the Battle of the Warriors. It's not there. A good drive this time into right center field. Wilkes, though, catches up to it. Back-to-back putouts for the right fielder. 2 up, 2 down. We've talked about him so much this year. A kid who is trying to find a spot on this varsity roster. He has found his spot. He is the right fielder now. And he can be used no matter wherever he wants to be. You look to next year, you have your corner outfield solidified. And then, for the next year after that, you have your left fielder and right fielder for the next 2 years in place.
For sure, he's right where he needs to be, and it's perfect for him.
You look to this team next year, you have some skeletons to fill in, but left side of the infield, it's locked down. First base is locked down. Corners locked down. Wood, a fly ball into shallow center field. Fisk going for it. Called off by Reese, but it gets down. Nobody's at second. Wood will get there. It's a bloop double for Braden Wood. He is now 2 for 2 today and has reached all 4 times.
I'm curious what the communication was in that. 3 guys there, and nobody goes for it.
By the looks of it, somebody called off somebody. That's what it appeared to be. That's the only reason I'd see D'Lo duck out of the way of it the way that he did. And now another hard hit ball up the middle and through into center field. That'll bring around Wood. Reese will throw home. Gandy cuts it off. 1 run scores. Now a pickle. They will throw to second. They get him there. The side is retired, but Braden Wood does a job. It's an RBI single for Caden Candle, and the Minerva Lions double their lead. They sacrifice an out, but get a run for it, and considering the exchange rate today, that is a very valuable trade.
Definitely. And that just puts Alliance in a go-now spot. Like, sure, they did get that out there, which was really lucky that they were able to do that. But at the same time, you still have to score twice now because of that.
Well, here we go. To the bottom of the 7th inning we go. Minerva looking to play spoiler when we return to Alliance High School.
Malvern, we carry everything you need to build and maintain your home. Cutting keys and fixing your window screens are just a couple of our services we offer, and we can deliver your large orders as well. Visit us at 222 West Main Street in Malvern, Ohio, or call us at 330-863-0303. You can also visit our new website at crowlumber.com. Crowl Lumber Company in Malvern, for all your building needs since 1945.
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor a broadcast in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to all of our advertisers along with Channel 1022 for making today's telecast possible. Graham, a lot of pressure on that young man, but Braden Wood, B-Dub, he has stepped up to the occasion so many times today. You look at him, 2 for 2 at the plate. He scored an excellent hustle around on the mound. 5 strikeouts, no runs allowed, and currently is working on a 7-hitter.
Yeah,
no runs.
And it's even a little bit different because there was a little bit of a question if he's even going to come back in for the 7th inning.
The leash is not as long as he would hope it would be. Lane Tarbett warmed up and is ready to go if needed now out in center field. And from there, you would shake up the defense a little bit, probably bumping Candle to a corner, and from there, I would assume putting Frazier in center. That's what I would guess if you do make the change. But right now, you're 3 outs away from getting the job done. But these Aviators, they do not go away quietly. When do they ever?
Definitely
and just to
not
play
today,
devil's advocate, 96 pitches so far for Braden Wood. Impressive. The 1-0 is high for ball 2. So he is on pace to go back-to-back starts with over 100 pitches. That's insane. And he is still pitching as good as he did in the first.
It's like you said, like over an hour ago at this point. If he has to throw 115 to do it, he will.
They're not afraid of having him go that long. And I don't think he is either. The 3-0, it is there for strike 1. A walk 1-0 would mean his day is done. A walk 2-0, he has extra life in my opinion. Here's the 3-1. Hender shot a fly ball sent into left center. It is Lane Tarbett, and he will make the grab for out number 1. Back to D'Lo we go, and you could hear Coach down below. It's now or never, D'Lo.
Definitely. Right now, 2 outs. Well, 1 out. You got 2. Really, 1 more, and it's basically going to seal it, more or less.
You're in a really tough spot right now, and everybody understands exactly where this game stands. But a chance to be the hero. First pitch in the dirts. The top of the order is up. This is where you have to be. You have D'Lo, KB, Bo, and Reese. Those are your 4 to get the job done. Woods 1-0 is left high. And the issue I have going back to Hendershot, the 3-1, I feel like you take that just given what we have seen in this inning. Wait until he consistently feeds you the strike. If he's going to be erratic and go away from his 0-2 prowess from before, don't enable him to get ahead. That time, that's a good take. Now 2-1. But this is a more aggressive spot, in my opinion. I know we've said it all day. We want this team to be more aggressive, but you also have to read the situation. The 2-1, taken for ball 3. Earlier, maybe you attack that one. This time, you leave it. It's such a tough spot, especially up here, because you don't know exactly what they're seeing in the batter's box either. Woods, 3-1. It hits him. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate in Cam Burton. What a time for the Alliance Aviators.
Now I think this is Minerva's spot. Are we going to switch the pitcher right now?
No. Absolutely not. I would hate the decision if you did. And they agree.
If he hits Burton, there might be that question, honestly.
I think you do. It's a tough one. It really is. But again, we've seen 3 double plays today from this Minerva Lions defense.
You can already tell the arm's getting a little tired. More and more of these pitches have been in the dirt as we've been going.
Same thing happened against Morlington. I watched the game changer for that one. A lot of 2-0 counts. He is now at 106 pitches, so this is 107. The 1-0 in there. And now 101 on KB, who is 2 for 3 today. 2 base knocks, but of course right now a bad omen with a 4-3 double play his first time up. Minerva looking for a shock upset to get back into EBC contention. The 1-1, there for strike 2. And make sure you stick with us for our player of the game announcement presented by SmeeSports once we are done. And that'll be after our final commercial break. And as always, make sure you patronize all of our advertisers today. Here's the 1-2. KB will take it in the dirts. But what a time for both teams. It's a pseudo playoff game. It really does feel like it. And I'm excited for game number 2, whether it be tomorrow or Thursday night.
It feels like a playoff game because all accounts, they're basically playing like it is.
Was it foul? The answer is yes. But I love that aggression from Civi. But you're absolutely right. This is as close as it gets to a playoff game before the playoffs. Because so much is on the line. This is pitch number 111. And KB fouls it off. Could that have been a balk? It could have been. Trying to see exactly what he was doing there. Was it one where he just kind of waddled? Let's see here. Let's kind of zero in on that. No, he's fine. KB, though, he grounded her off towards the left side. They will get the out at 2. No, they don't. It's safe. He just beats it out. We're going to roll that one back. It was so close at 2. And the tying run is now at first.
You heard it up here. You heard it down in the dugout. Everybody on the Alliance side is just yelling that that ball is safe as soon as he gets there.
Well, Graham, let's see. Ooh, it's close. But I think just safe. Bo Davis, a chance to be a hero. And that pitch is blocked by Civi's face. Not the cleanest block, but it gets the job done. And the way that he has responded after last week, as a former catcher, I give him all the credit in the world. It's so tough to play the way that he did in that game. And then respond like this. If I'm a catching coach, I'm circling this game and saying, be like Jason Civi. And he continues to play well. And I think a lot of that is the recipe for success for Braden Wood, who now has thrown 114 pitches.
How far do they let him go in this game?
$125. The 1-1. Davis skies it off towards the left side, and it is out of play. Is it an OHSAA rule in the regular season 125? It is. So he now has 10 pitches left to go. I thought it was a rule. I had to make sure. I know at least playoff-wise it is. 1-2 count on the YSU commits. Wood sets and deals. Davis, a drive deep to right field, still going back, and it is going to be caught for out number 2. Lead runner will tag up, and he is safe. Put him at the corners. Any more wind behind it, and Bo Davis would have just walked it off.
Bo Davis would have just won Alliance the game right there. That would have been insane to see that turnaround.
But now, Lincoln Reese. This is where you have to show what you're made of. 116 pitches today for Braden Wood. But as the song goes, if you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. Reese takes strike 1. Wood, 8 pitches left to go. That is a big countdown for us on our end, too. You have to keep that in mind. The pitch count is going to matter. 1 strike count on Lincoln Reese. Reese will drive this one into right field, but well in the air. It's Frazier, and the Minerva Lions will upset the Alliance Aviators on the road. A complete game shutout for Braden Wood. 2-0 your final. And it's all the emotions from the visitor dugouts. What a win today for Minerva. Out of nowhere, the Lions are back in EBC contention. Owen Frazier, 2 great plays. We go back to it. If that ball got past him, it's 2-2. Wow, what a win for the Minerva Lions. When we return, we will announce our player of the game presented by SmeeSports. A lofty task on our end. But I think, Graham, before we go to break, I want to see these celebrations for the Minerva Lions. What do you think is going through their minds?
They definitely just brought themselves back into contention, and they know it right now, and morale's definitely the highest it's been for this team.
Within 1 game now, if you beat them tomorrow night, you are tied for the conference lead.
Oh, we have a little bit of an update. Marlington is up 9-4.
Oh! So Marlington's back within a game too, if they can hold that one off.
Are we going to see a 4-way tie in the EBC?
We might.
That would be the most EBC thing we could ever have here, but it's really in the realm of possibility right now.
And you can see all the love there between Jason Sivy and Brennan Barnes. They are loving it right now. 2-0 your final. When we return, we will announce our player of the game, presented by SmeeSports.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts. At Sports Zone, our state-of-the-art indoor facility features 2 batting cages equipped with pitching machines and Rapsodo technology, giving athletes the tools they need to elevate their game. We also have indoor soccer fields perfect for sports practices, leagues, private training sessions, and birthday parties. When it's time to take things outside, enjoy our 2 turf baseball fields complete with outdoor batting cages and bullpens. Whether you're training, competing, or just looking to get better every day, Sports Zone is the place to do it. Go to our website at sportszone.statstack.io or contact us at 412-313-4295 to rent out our facilities today. Welcome to Sports Zone, your premier destination for year-round training and competition. The Minerva Athletic Boosters Club is dedicated to supporting the needs of the Minerva Athletic Department and all varsity sports teams. We also assist our middle school teams and work year-round to raise funds that directly benefit our athletes. Whether it be providing new uniforms for varsity and middle school teams or providing scholarships for our athletes as they move on to their next chapter, we do a lot to help support our beloved Minerva Lions. Join us for our major events such as our reverse raffle in September, Super Bowl squares in February, or our St. Patrick's Day dance in March, or join us for any of our 9 meetings this year starting in September and running monthly through May at 6 p.m. at the high school library. We invite you to attend a meeting or event and see how you can make a difference for our athletes. Go Lions!
Welcome back to Alliance High School. 2-0 your final. What a win today for the Minerva Lions. Now 8-8 on the year and up to 5-2 in EBC play. Your player of the game presented by SmeeSports. It's B-Dub, Braden Wood. We could have gone Parker Linkis. He is an honorable mention, but we said it. If he is on the mound, Minerva has a great chance to win. And what do you know? That great chance became 100%.
For sure. And if they did get to a situation where he had to come out on pitch count, it might have been a different story.
It definitely would have been. I think that if Tarbett had to come on, he could have won the game, but anybody else, this would have been Alliance's game. Now, it's a 1-game difference at the top of the conference. Marlington, if they win, they're also within 1 game. If Minerva beats them and Marlington sweeps Salem, you have a 3-way tie heading into rivalry week. And oh, by the way, Carrollton would be back in it because they only have 3 losses. They would be back in it.
Like I said, we're in a real spot right now that we could actually have a 4-way EBC tie, which I don't even want to see that.
It doesn't add up. But what a win tonight for the Minerva Lions. Backs against the wall so many different times, but when in doubt, B-Dub stepped up and got the job done. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and TikTok, SmeeSports LLC on Facebook and LinkedIn, and SmeeFest 2024 on Twitter. As well, go down below and subscribe while there is no added cost. It really helps out all that we do here at SmeeSports as we cover the best of the Cleveland and Stark County areas. If tomorrow is canceled, we'll have the game Thursday because that's when it's going to be played. If tomorrow is on, we'll have it at 5, and then Thursday we will be at Tri-C for Holy Name and Avon Lake Baseball. Then Friday, Bryan and Stratton Tri-C doubleheader up at Ron Model Field. Then Sunday, it'll be KSU Tusk and Wright State Lake to close out the USCAA season. But that'll do it for us here today at Alliance High School. 2-0 your final. Alliance gets the job done in a big way over. Minerva gets the job done. Oh, wow. Hold on a second. Minerva gets the job done over Alliance in a big way. 2-0 courtesy of Braden Wood and Parker Linkis' excellence today. Again, 2 double plays on his end, a number of putouts, a defensive standout for the Lions. But for Graham Moyer, I am Nathan Smee saying so long from Alliance High School, and we will see you again next time. This has been OHSAA Baseball on SmeeSports, presented by the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance.